Thank you, Captain. Welcome to the Living Strong Television Network broadcast where the fastest 30 minutes right now is being activated in your life. Where I'm your host, Prophet Johnson. Now, we're going to go ahead and get started and let God be God. And you say, well, Prophet Johnson, how will we be able to navigate this process? I noticed recently, the Bible said in the last days there'll be wars and rumors of wars, that men's hearts would fail them because of fear. That many would have a form of godliness, but they would deny the power thereof. And what we're seeing now is that I told y'all, and God have to remind me over and over to remind y'all, that after, you got the CV-19, you got the George Floyd and the rest of the crew, all the rest of the martyrs, activation of challenging, in marches right now. And these distractions, I told you that America would be destroyed from the inside out, and that the igloo effect would take place in the White House, and that after that would come, you would have the pandemic, but then you would have the darkness that's going to set in, earth, wind, and fire. Then you would have the darkness that's going to set in. So there's two types of darkness that we're dealing with now. One is the darkness that has covered the nation through the murders of black people. The other is the darkness of the pandemic. Now keep your eye on North Korea, as I told you before, China, and Russia, because they're playing an outside game now. And what's happening is that the wolf is trying to draw the attention of the nation off of the nation. And this is not like wag the dog tail. This is bigger than wag the dog. So what we're doing is that we are aspiring towards the end like never before. And mankind is oblivious to what is happening so fast before our very eyes until it's as if Jesus is just preparing us once again to deal with what's happening in these last days. Let's go back to the book of Luke, and let's start in chapter number 21. Luke 21 in verse number 10. I want to start in verse number 9, okay? Luke 21 and 9. Let God be God. But when you shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. But the end is not by and by. Now, he said these things must come to pass, but listen to what Jesus is saying. He's saying, but the end is not by and by. Why would he say that? Don't make no sense, though. What do you mean? Okay, I'm standing by Rudolph. Okay? I'm standing by Rudolph. I have a bottle of water by me. Okay? You got that? The end is not by, in, by. In other words, the end is here, but it is not by and by the end. In other words, the end is going to get by itself. And that's what's happening right now. The end is getting closer to by and by. You understand? So the end is going to stand by the end of itself. And it's coming to pass. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and earthquakes shall be in divers places, and famines and pestilence. Do y'all see that? And fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. Now, we've been seeing this stuff everywhere. Great signs from heaven, fearful sights all over the land. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you. Listen to this now. Before all these things. So something is getting ready to precede what's happening right now in America and in the world. God, even the people on TV, the lawyers, and everybody, they're saying the same thing that Prophet Johnson been saying forever. God's trying to get America's attention. God is trying to get the black folks' attention, the white people's attention, saying, y'all wake up. Something is going on. This is all about love. But before all these things, I keep saying these things, but before all these, verse number 12 in Luke chapter number 21, they shall lay their hands on you. Listen to this. What are they doing? They touch. You understand? And persecute you. See, Jesus is telling y'all, black folks, who do you think he's talking? Oh, God, I'm going to mess up. Lord, I'm going to mess up again. Cap, I slipped up. Just say it because you done said it. Black folks, who y'all think he's talking to? What? Did you say us? Did you say me? That's who he's talking to. He's warning his people. He's telling you what they're going to do to you in today's time. I hate to use this word. The agents of this world are going to lay hands on you. They're going to persecute you. This has been happening forever. So what I'm trying to show you is where God is trying to tell you, if my people. See, he is calling us back to salvation. Now, there's a whole lot of stuff that happened here. And some of the stuff I don't understand. And y'all know where I stand on everything. God called them male and female. That's all there is to it. And a man and a woman cannot, a woman and a woman cannot have a baby, and a man cannot produce a child. They just can't do it. All right? They just can't do it. Okay, they can talk about adopting and we going to raise a family and da-da-da. Oh, fine, the court can give them that. But I didn't understand this one thing. The dumbest, most stupidest, most celebrated, most idiotic move that's ever been made that don't make no sense to humankind. And they're up celebrating and partying in the streets. And they took the rainbow covenant flag of Noah, and which is the rainbow flag, which is the rainbow covenant. I came up with that before I even knew anything about a LGBT, whatever case may be. And even over the church as a symbol to draw all people. That's what the covenant was, that God would not destroy the earth with water anymore. So he put the bow in the sky, which is a symbol of Isis that guards or represents that throne of God. And so what they did was they took something that was highly valuable and highly prized to God, the colors of the rainbow covenant, and they gave it to Sodom and Gomorrah. And once they gave it to Sodom and Gomorrah and went through whatever the court system may be, and under 44 and the vice president and whatever got bills passed that, okay, you guys can get married by law or whatever the case may be. And the crazy, most idiotic thing in the world to me is this that don't make no sense. What is this about a bill or a law that they're passing for equal rights in the working place and no discrimination? Good Lord, have mercy. Isn't that dumb? What would you need to pass the bill for that for? You treat all people right anyway. And you got to pass a law? That is the craziest thing in the world. No, the law they need to pass was do not hunt black people in the street. You see, equal rights and working and all, they have no problem. Good Lord, isn't that the dumbest thing in the world? And they got to go and celebrate and bring on Mr. on the programming. Oh, we are so thankful that the congressmen have heard our cry. Would y'all please, brothers? Would y'all please? Good Lord, would you please? To God, save to it. That's why judgment is here. That's why it's here. Because we will not tell the truth. You can dress it up. You can fix it up. You can whatever you want to do with it. God did not make a man to look like a woman. He did not make a woman to look like a man. Talking about a law? What? Discrimination? Are we crazy? This is what's wrong. America and the nations and the worlds are under judgment. That's why I tell you people in Africa, you brothers and sisters over there, this is not the great nation that you think. All you people in Europe, it is for certain people of color called white. But we've told you over and over 1,000,000 times. Brother Colin Kaepernick is 20 years behind Prophet Johnson. We told you all this stuff. It don't matter who God brings to the forefront. You are in your last days and you can't see it. We cannot see it. They're talking about 200,000 dying of CV-19. And we're just out there rendezvousing like the world don't care. We're slipping up. Our mind's slipping, our heart's slipping, our body's slipping, our flesh is slipping. And then what do? We expect God to come in and intervene and do all this stuff, and we won't even, the preachers couldn't even do it for 21 days. Show you this. Let me show you this. But before all these, verse number 12, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues. Do you hear that? That's the court system. And into prisons, being brought before kings. These are your judges and your lawyers that are crooked, and rulers for my name's sake. You see, in this, but why do you think they're killing him? Jesus, Lord, just tell it, prophet, my blood. Jesus is trying to tell you that George Floyd, with the knee on the neck, killing him was for my name's sake, not George Floyd's name. Now, see, you're getting mad now. Ahmaud Arbery was for my name's sake. But see, my name, where's my name? Who can save but God? He's telling you what they was going to do all along. And this is what I've been trying to tell you in Africa. In Africa, please hear me. There is a high-tech hunting sport in America. The same way they come to your land to hunt your elephants and your animals. The high-tech sport in America is that Caucasians have havens and covens. They get praises and honors through their witchery and their warlocketry. So when they kill a black person, the black person's head then comes off his body. In his neck or his head is placed up on their trophy shelf. And they say, how many niggers have you killed? In secret. I have killed 5 niggers. I've got one nigger. So the trophies of the black man is a prize unto the white man. It is his glory. Did you not hear them say that after they shot Rashad Brooks, out of the white man's mouth was, I got him. That's the same thing we say when we shoot an animal. Did you hit him? I believe I got him. You see? So you must understand in Africa, please hear me over there, America is not the land of the free, nor the home of the brave. It is the land of the white and the home of the slave. And remember, when you see New York and Los Angeles and the basketball players and all these great people on earth, that we understand that no one is going to give you the truth in this nation nor any other nation. You're not going to hear this from your pastors, from your bishops, from your imams, from your clergymen, and from all of your whatevers you got. You're not going to hear it. I can tell you this because it is a revealed revelation of truth that they do. This is why they are able to get their tattoos. So they get a star when they kill a black man. They get a trophy. You see, so all these men are trophies to the great hunters in America. Black men, I use the word black men. You can say, Prophet, what about women? I understand that. I'm trying to give it to you hardcore straight. Okay? I'm not deviating. I don't have time for the other stuff. Don't get me fired up. In Africa, understand this. And this is what you must pray to Yahweh about. We must ask Yahweh to give the black man strength to understand what I have been saying. He will have no other choice but to be killed or to kill and then be killed later. We are now in the last days of the black man's death sentences in America. Not only that, but they are waiting to take them out by great numbers in which you would never believe. If they do not solve this problem, then that may happen soon rather than later. Tell them Prophet Johnson told you. Let God be God. Here it is. After they throw you into prison and the rulers for my name's sake, and it shall turn to you for a testimony. See, now what is God saying? God said they think they got you. They think they killed George Floyd, but God said, no, they didn't. Because George Floyd's blood cried from the ground, just the same as Ahmaud Arbery, just the same as Rashad Brooks had a chance right there. But the same thing happened to Prophet Johnson. The moment they tell you to turn around and you feel their hands on your body, I don't want no white man touching me, but I know what it feels like because I started to do the same thing and God said, chill out, son, because you would have to kill them and then they gonna kill you. And the Lord said, go ahead on and let them put you in handcuffs and you're gonna be a testimony later on, all in Mississippi, all in Georgia, all in Alabama, all in South Carolina, all in Florida, the dirtiest of the low there is. But God is saying it's going to be a testimony because everything they ever did is a testimony against them. and you sitting up wondering, and they go to church on Sunday, evangelicals and Christians, and those are the ones in the street arresting folks. Lying bunch of hypocritical Christians. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to give it to you straight. Watch your Christians that vote this time, because this is going to be a vote of truth, a vote of heart, a vote of future, a vote of conscience. This is going to be a vote rather to accept good or evil. This vote at this time is going to prove, and I'm going to give it to you straight, all who vote for evil, I'm not going to bite my tongue, is going to prove to the nation that they full of hatred and they full of racism. And they going to go vote for hatred. And they going to go vote for racism and murder and evil. And these are your Christian brothers and sisters that got black folks in their churches taking their money while they're voting to destroy them. I don't much blame you, white folks. Keep on voting to kill the black folks. You're doing your bidding for the evil, not all the ones that go the other way. I told you the ones out there marching in the streets, those are real Christians. You want to see some real white Christians, some real white warriors? Look at the ones marching with the black folks that done forgave, that's asking God to have mercy. And then look at the other white folks on the other side, all by themselves, all white with a few grapes in the bowl of cornflakes, and they trying to act like Cheerios. And look at them. Look at that colorized zone. You see the difference? Y'all better wake up and watch what they do. Why are they doing it? Why? Why would you vote to keep killing a black man? That's evil. That's evil. And we're going to pay for it. That's why we're paying for it now. So, as far as I'm concerned, like I told you before, when the black guy get arrested, y'all might as well look for one or two things, either for the guy to fight or die. Because if he's going to they might get him arrested without killing him now. They might. But don't no black guy want to get pulled over by no police. Oh, God, no, not me. You see, God told me to call 911. God said the only way you're going to live now is call 911. God gave me that revelation. I didn't have no sense. If I'd have known all along, I've been calling 911 40 years ago. That's how long I've been hunted. Prophet Johnson, Lord, longer than that. Yeah, longer. I've been hunted 45 plus years I've been hunted. How old are you? Y'all wouldn't believe it. 45, close to 50. Yeah, good Lord. God, I ain't telling my age on the air. What you talking about? I'm a senior citizen. I'm a junior senior citizen. That's right. I'm a junior senior citizen. Thank you very much. Hint, hint. But anyway, 45 years is a long time to be hunted by the police. And good, Cap. And then to hear God, we'll finish this. And then here, we'll pick it up tomorrow night and just bump around again. I don't have to talk. I don't have to preach up nothing. Have to do nothing at all. Nothing. We done said everything. God said your work is finished. Y'all just getting bonus now. We're on salvation now. We're getting ready to gather up the sheep to get the flock out of here. And that's what we're going to do. And it's time for you to get it right, come clean, come straight, come correct, or don't come at all. And it's time to be holy, get back to God, and live right. It's just time to live right. Stop treating people like you treat me. God, here I go. Let me finish this up, Cap. Here it is. It shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it, verse number 14. Therefore, in your hearts, not to meditate before what you shall answer. God said, don't even think about what you're going to say. Why? Because there's no law against the law. You can't say nothing. Jesus knew that. Jesus knew it. For I will give you a mouth. This is what God had to do to me. And wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. See, not nor gainsay nor resist. See, you got to understand, Cap, I'm closing. When a police pull you over, What they do is they jug at you. When I use the word jug, they pick, they prod, they pry, they make you a criminal. They want you to do something. They jug at you. They don't do no law. They don't do no bidding. They jug at you. Get out of your car. You got anything? Can I search your car? They go through it don't matter. They make dogs tell lies. They got the dogs trained to make the dog sit down. Police, the dog ain't hit on nothing. Police tell the dog sit. Oh, look at that. That dog said you got a hit on your car. Go through the car. The dog don't find nothing. And then they get mad because they can't take you to jail. You dealing with dirty, low-down, evil people. And the black people, black police, you are not exempt. I don't care. I told y'all on your news, on your broadcast, your 30-year retirement plan, all of the spiritual polices, I'm going to say it, heifers and bastards that are black, you are no better than the white man who have destroyed the black man. In your retirement, and your money is cankered, moth-eaten, and got blood on it. And now you better redeem yourself and go back to your God while you trying to stick up for your brother. Now to hell with what y'all got to say. We are in trouble, and salvation is our way out. Captain, I got 15 seconds. He said, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist, and you shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinfolks and friends, and some of you shall cause to be put to death. Don't that sound like a black man killing himself? Captain, I'm closing, and you shall be hated. I know how that feel, of all men, hated of all men. Why? For my name's sake. That's why they can't stand Prophet Johnson. Get him off the air. I'm closing, but there shall not a hair of your head perish. Why can't a hair of my head perish? Because I done killed it all. In your patience, you possess your souls. We're going to pick that up again tomorrow night. In your patience, you possess your soul. Repeat after me. Repeat after me. I'm mad. Oh, yeah, I'm upset. Oh, you better believe it. Salvation is more important than anything. And you don't have time to sit up and play footsie and placate with the enemy and go round and round. Here we go. We are closing now. Repeat after me. Say, Father, I'm a sinner. Forgive me for my sins. And I receive Jesus Christ as my Lord and my Savior. And I thank you once again in Jesus' name. Amen. That's going to be my time. I'd like to thank you for yours. And whatever you do in life, just let God be God. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Bye.
I'm wiser, I'm stronger, and my hope is